I'll actually ask the camera to come around here. Good. Now, let's concentrate on the trapezius muscle. Okay? The trapezius muscle, what I'm going to do now is just do the simple movement, and this movement will stretch it and lax it. Do you see that? Okay. So, yes, you can work on the trapezius passive, and you do all the technique that we've done. Compression, petrissage, even mobilization. Now, what I want to do is first observe that difference. That by itself may cause some improvement as well. I think it was Masako that shows this technique, remember? Of squeezing and then just let go. Yeah? So it works the same idea. You're stretching it and then you're compressing it. Then on top of it, you have the other hand that start to petrissage as you go. So when you take it up, you can push it in and then let go. You can put it in a higher position. I think you missed the whole party. You need to come around the other side. Yeah, because you can't see much. Come on to this side. Yeah, and then you can see from here, okay? So, okay. So what happened now is that the muscle is lax. When the muscle is lax, is that you're taking the origin and insertion closer together. So it's very flobby, yeah? When that happened, then you have a lot more give to go. You can do your petrissage in about the same way. And then you can slowly stretch it and then do the petrissage. Or you can do it this way. Yeah. Or you can just have a movement, but the movement is not for the sake of movement. The movement is the sake of see where the position of that muscle would be easier to work. If I stretch the muscle, it's quite tight, isn't it? Can you bring the towel? Yeah, thank you. If you're stretching it, it's quite hard. Hold it. If you're laxing it, you see that you have a lot more give in there. Maybe you can stretch it. Maybe you can do petrissage. Maybe you can do compression there. And then stretch it again. And then let it go. Yeah? And then stretch it. So it's a lot more of a pumping effect onto the muscle. Yeah? And you can choose different area. You can even now put, remember that we did that, of pushing up from the side, yeah? And then...
So you're just moving the arm up and down?
Up and down, only up and down. Good. I'll show you another one from here. Yeah, from here. So I'm working on the erector spinae, and what I'm doing, actually, I'm just moving the head a little bit with petrissage onto the erector spinae. So this hand, press in and do a little movement. And then the other hand does kind of the opposite, a little bit the opposite, and that's it.
And how do you use your body? Because your body's quite still, like, would you keep still move?
It's
a small movement, small bending.
Okay.
It's still there, but it's much more...
Yeah. So it's that, it's not that.
It's just a bit more gentle.
Okay, so you can move it, and then on the suboccipital area. Yeah. Do you see the small movement? Yeah. So I have these two fingers, or maybe only one finger, on the suboccipital area, and actually I change the muscle position all the time. So it's really the combination of mobilization and petrissage and compression. Now, the mobilization is not for the sake of shoulder mobilization. It's on the sake of relaxing and stretching the muscle. Does it make difference? Yeah? Okay, so you're actually not getting to the end of the stretch. You just, it's more like playing and assessing. That's what the nervous system does all the time. A little bit tension, a little bit stretch, a little bit laxity. Let's move. Let's see how much you can give it a relax. Let's see, I do something, you let go. Let's play with it, okay? Something like that. That's the kind of the talk that you always need to talk with the nervous system. Yeah? How much you can give, how much you can let go. And you try to convince them, you can try to convince the nervous system to let go. It's, forget about the stretching that, it's not about that. It's about how do you educate the nervous system, how much to let go. Yeah? It's more the communication between you and their body that would do it. Okay, so be gentle.
I like to think of it as coercing, persuading.
Persuading, yes, you are persuading them.
Rather
how much
than
you can.
forcing.
Yeah. So don't go to the end of the movement. Just stretch, slow down, go back again. Yeah? Shall we give it a try?
Yes.
Question before?
Can you do the same shoulder mobilization with the client facing down?
Let's try that. Come and face down
same.
fairly quickly. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Even without that, take the head to the side, your head to the side, this way. So you can do that. Yeah. Actually, it's interesting because now what I feel is that, and it happens to a lot of clients, they don't let go.
Yeah.
So it is a real assessment about the issue behind the tension. So I try to convince, maybe it was my position, now I feel it's better. I might hold it too high, but you have to listen and see how does it move. Yeah? And you can put it there and then do some petrissage. And then slowly let go. Even if you want to do that, and then let go this way. Yeah? So it's very playful, very, very playful. Don't take it too serious. Yeah, because then it becomes, their body would feel it and kind of tense up. Yes, yeah. So you look for the area, you look for the pathway with the least amount of resistance, and you go in, and then you just make it bigger and bigger. Yeah. So it might be here, it might be there. I feel that actually this position is not as good. Turn them around, or maybe come from here, or maybe put a pillow underneath. Yeah. Come and lift your hand. Yes, thank you. Yeah, and yeah, so now I feel better. It's a trial and error. Yeah, and then when it's up, you can really squeeze the muscle more, and then let go. And then say maybe next time she would help me less, because there is still help there. She tries to help me. It's very, very common. Yeah. So it's not a technique, it's an approach, because you can do it with everything. You can do it with moving, yeah. And when you do the erectospinae even, how would I do that? You can push the leg a little bit upward and then do it, or push the hip. So when you push the hip, you relax the erectospinae, yeah? So always think about how can I relax it? How can I lax it? Yeah? How can I bring it closer and then push? Make it more elastic. Yeah? Why don't we try that? It's good enough, and it's hard enough because it takes time to listen, to feel the quality. Okay?